Hello, I'm Sharon and thank you for watching Sharon Lindsay Yoga and Wellbeing. This is the third class in the Unwind series and today we're releasing the hips. Not only will your hips and your lower back feel freer by the end of the class, but look out for a greater sense of inner peace too. So let's begin lying down with our knees bent. So lying on your back, the feet flat on the earth, the knees towards the sky, the shoulders relaxed, the neck relaxed, the spine and pelvis relaxed. And just bring your awareness to the breath as it enters and leaves the nostrils. Bring your awareness to the torso, and as you breathe in, you feel the torso expand. As you breathe out, you feel it contract. The inhale begins in the tummy and the rib cage, and then finally the upper chest. As you exhale, the breath leaves the upper chest, then the rib cage, then the tummy. The inhale expands from the bottom of the torso up. The exhale contracts from the top of the torso down. And then we're just going to step our feet wide to the edge of the mat. And then allow the knees to fall to one side. Notice the sensations. And then bring the knees back up to center and allow them to fall to the other side. Your head may turn in the opposite direction. Bring your knees back to center. Allow the knees to fall over to the first side. So feel that external rotation in the bottom leg, the hip and the bottom leg, and the internal rotation in the hip and the top leg. Come back to center and then exhale the knees over to the other side. And then come back to center. And then from here, just bring your feet together or close to hip width apart. Then roll onto one side. Place your top hand down and guide yourself onto your hands and knees, coming into tabletop position. So your knees are beneath your hips, your wrists beneath your shoulders, and if you spread your fingers wide, that helps to take the pressure out of your wrists. And have your elbow creases facing each other. If you're hypermobile, you might notice your creases pointing forward. Just see if you can turn them to face each other. And then we're going to lift the right knee, so lift your right foot up behind you and the knee comes up to about hip height. Then turn that foot in so your knee is pointing out. Bring your knee out and forward towards your arm and then bring it back in as if you were bringing it back to put it back down, but you're going to continue, lift it again, circle out, forward, in, back and up. So just circling nice and slowly, feeling into every sensation in that hip. Taking your time. Your circles may begin small and they may increase in size over time. Let's do one more. and then bring that knee down. Now, if this is too intense or it causes you problems for any reason, perhaps kneeling is not for you, you can always do this lying on your back. You can circle that knee while lying on your back. And then we're going to repeat that on the other side. So take the other knee, lift that foot to the sky until your knee is hip height. Turn the foot in and the knee out, and then the knee extends out, forward, in, back and up. And just continue circling in your own time. Really feeling into that hip joint, taking your time, slow movements. Are you still focusing on your breath? One more. And then bring that knee back to the earth. Then we're going to bring the big toes together and really widen the knees to mat width or even beyond. If you're flexible, you can go even beyond, and you can always adjust this. So what we're going to do is set the sit bones back towards the heels for a child's pose. But keep your head lifted, keep your arms reaching out in front, and then just bring your hips forward as far as is comfortable for you. And then bring the hips back. So if this is intense, you can narrow the knees. You can reduce the range of motion. If you need more, then do the opposite of that. So we're just going to rock back and forth. Bring your hips as far forward as is comfortable. Send them back as far as is comfortable. And just feel the hips mobilize here. And then let's sit back on the heels, melt the heart forward, melt the forehead towards the earth, and take a moment in this wide-legged child's pose. Breathing, stilling the body, stilling the mind, focusing on the breath. And then begin to lift the hips and just adjust to bring the knees back beneath the hips so that everything's hip width apart. The hands are in front of, beneath your shoulders. The wrists are beneath your shoulders. And from here, we're going to step the right foot forward between the hands. And we want that foot to be far enough forward that we can open up a little in the front of the back hip, but the knee is also over the ankle on the front leg. So find the perfect angle on the back leg and have a 90-degree angle on the front leg. And you're going to lengthen the body and then twist the tummy towards that inner thigh on that bent leg, the front leg. Twist the tummy towards the inner thigh, and if you like, you can then extend your right arm to the sky and breathe. Focus on the breath. Feel that back hip flexor gently lengthening. The front of that back hip softening and lengthening, and then bring that top hand back down to the mat. Bring your hips back and then slide your front leg back until the knee is back on the earth. And then we'll repeat that on the other side. So bring your left foot forward between your hands. Adjust the angle of the back leg until you feel that nice stretch. Check that your knee is above your ankle. come up on your fingertips, and then you're twisting to bring your tummy onto the inner thigh. Draw that top shoulder back, and if you like, reach your arm to the sky. And feel the front of that back leg and back hip lengthening softly. If it's too intense, then adjust. Find your perfect range. And your breath should be relaxed. And then bring that hand down onto the mat. Curl your back toes under, lift the knee and step that foot forward to meet the front. And we find ourselves in forward fold. Our feet are hip width apart and our knees are bent and our head is hanging towards the earth. And then we're going to turn the toes out and maybe step the feet a little wider. So for me, my toes are on the edge of my mat and the heels are just angling in ever so slightly. And then we're going to sink the hips down into a yogi squat. Now, if coming to a yogi squat like this is not for you, if you're coming higher up, you can even maybe step your feet wider and you don't need to come down as far. So just find a comfortable squat for you. And then from here, we're going to lift the hips, coming back in to a forward fold. Now your hands, if you can't reach the earth, maybe on your shins or your thighs, wherever is right for you. And then we're going to sink the hips down and lift the chest, coming back into our squat. And then lift the hips, the head comes down, forward fold. Sink the hips, bend the knees, lift the chest. Malasana, yogi squat. One more time, lift the hips, forward fold, and then sink the hips down, lifting the chest and just feeling into those hips. Then we're going to place our hands down behind us and come down to sitting. With our feet on the mat, our knees bent and our weight in our hands behind us to support us. So turn your fingers forward on the hands behind you so they're ready to support you. And you're going to place your right ankle above your left knee. So you have this figure of four shape. Guide that knee forward. It may be coming in like this. You want to guide it as far forward as is comfortable. Now, this may be enough for you, but if it feels comfortable and you want to go a little deeper, we're going to press into the hands and lift the pelvis, coming into tabletop in this position. But if that's not right for you, just stay down, and you can even just lift the foot that's on the earth if you still need more, but if this is too much. So there's a middle ground. And then slowly come back down. Place that foot down, and then bring the left ankle onto the right thigh. So this might be enough. If it's not, you can always lift the bottom leg to bring your your shin closer to your chest. Or option 3, press in to the hands, lift the pelvis, allow the knee to be open. And then slowly come back down. Place that foot on the mat, come down onto your elbows and lower down onto your back. With the feet on the mat, the knees towards the sky, the arms relaxed, and then allow your knees to fall open and the soles of the feet to come together. And then breathe. In through the nose, expanding the tummy, then the ribs, then a little lift in the chest. As you exhale, the chest softens, the ribs contract, the tummy softens. And all the while, you're noticing the sensations in your hips. When you're ready, bring your knees together. You can use your hands on the outside of your thighs to help bring them together. Roll onto one side. Use your top hand to support you to come gently back up. To sit comfortably with a tall spine and relaxed shoulders. Perhaps you'd like to spend some time sitting here in stillness. Thank you very much for joining me today. If you want to continue with this series or find any of my other videos, please remember to like the video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.